At the edge of the village, where the red earth meets the bush and no road dares to continue, there stood a house no one claimed and no one destroyed. It was not the oldest house, not the biggest, but it was the quietest. Even insects avoided its walls. The elders warned that the house did not need doors to trap you, because once it had your name, it already owned you. Years ago, a wealthy family lived there, sleeping one night and vanishing by morning. No blood, no struggle, only empty rooms and names scratched into the walls again and again, as if the house had been practicing how to remember them. When Malik arrived in the village as a young school teacher, tired of city life and desperate for cheap shelter, he laughed at the stories and paid for the house without signing a single paper. On his first night, the silence inside the house felt heavy, like something pressing against his chest, and at midnight he heard footsteps above him even though the house had no upper floor. By the second night, whispers began crawling through the walls, speaking names he did not recognize, old names, broken names, forgotten names. On the third night, the whisper spoke clearly, slowly, lovingly, calling his own name, and from that moment, the house began to change him. His reflection delayed its movements, his shadow leaned the wrong way, and when he spoke in class, children stared at him and asked why a man without a name was teaching them. When Malik tried to say his name, no sound came out. Terrified, he ran to the elders, who did not ask him to sit, only asked how many times the house had called him, and when he answered, they told him the truth they had buried for generations. The house was not haunted by spirits, it was hungry for identity, built on land where people were stripped of names until the land itself learned how to eat them. Every name swallowed became part of its walls, every voice lost made it stronger, and once it spoke your name, it was already chewing. The only way to escape was to give the house a name in return. That night, Malik returned, and the house sealed itself behind him as the whispers screamed thousands of names at once, the walls bleeding, letters scratched by invisible hands. When the house demanded his stay, Malik screamed the only thing he had left to give, the true name of the house, a name older than the land and older than the village. The house shrieked like a dying animal, the ground cracked open, and by morning, the building collapsed into dust and silence. Malik survived, but the village never remembered him. They saw his face, heard his voice, yet forgot him the moment they turned away, and the elders say till today that some houses do not chase you, some houses only wait for you to introduce yourself.